Hey guys, we are in the basement, and today guys, we're gonna do a John's Arcade on the road. That is right, and actually this is gonna be a game pickup video, but the game is not for me, it's for my friend Adam. That's right, my buddy Adam from OneCircuit.com. You know, Adam messaged me and said, hey John, there's a game on Craigslist I want. Do you want to go for a ride and help me pick it up? And of course I said yes. So we're gonna meet up with Adam and go pick up this game. Now this game that we're gonna pick up is actually a game that I used to play a lot when I was younger. It is IKARI Warriors. Do you guys remember that game? I played that a lot on the NES and also in the arcade. I actually remember playing with friends co-op in the arcade. It's actually probably one of my earliest co-op gaming memories because it was a cool game, and the theme was amazing to me back then too because it was like Rambo. It's like First Blood, you know. There's these guys with their shirts off and the bandana and the M60 walking through the jungle. It was a really cool game, and also the controls were very unique. It had this joystick that you could rotate, and when you rotated the joystick, you could aim the guy's machine gun, okay? And it was a full 360-degree rotation. You could aim all around and then fire with the button, and you also used the joystick to move. It was kind of like Frontline, except you didn't push down to fire. You actually had a fire button, and then you also had that rotational joystick also moved the character, whereas Frontline had a separate joystick to move. But anyway, enough of that. Super cool game. 86. It was developed by SNK in Japan. Yes, the same SNK that did Neo Geo. It was distributed in the US in the arcades by Tradewest, and I also remember playing the NES version, which had the SNK branding on the cartridge. I really remember that silver label that's, you know, with SNK on it. But anyway, enough of that. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hook up with Adam right now. We're gonna drive to these people's house and we're gonna see the game, and if it's good, we're gonna pick it up and bring it back to Adam's place and check it out and look at the insides and play a game or two. And then we'll come back to the basement, do viewer mail. I also, because this is kind of like a Craigslist episode, someone wrote in wanting to know what Craigslist was. So when we come back here, I'm going to show you guys what Craigslist is if you don't know. And I thought it'd be fun to actually search on Craigslist together, and I'll show you guys my search terms, and we'll see what's on Craigslist right now in Kansas City, Missouri. Should we search there? I think so. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get in the car, let's hook up with Adam, and let's go pick up this game on Craigslist. All right, guys, we are driving. Actually, Adam's driving.
This must be a nice change for you.
Yeah, Adam's driving. I'm a passenger.
Yeah, we're going to get somebody else's game.
We are. All right, so we're going to pick up a game for Adam. Adam's picking up a game.
Yeah, imagine that. I'm not in the market to get games. I have too many things going on, but I spotted this on Craigslist, and it's on my want list.
Oh, it is?
Want list, yeah. So it's very nostalgic for me. It's something that I used to play a lot as a kid. I don't know, everyone's got those games where the first time they're exposed to it, either the gameplay is different or the controls are different, something, and it kind of blows them away, and it's kind of ingrained in their memory. So this is one of those games. And, so it's IKARI Warriors.
Right. Which is a game, by the way, I played a lot too, because it's one of my earliest co-op memories.
Right.
Because you could play two-player simultaneous, cooperatively. Right. And you really needed your friend to help you because the game gets kind of tough, and it's a quarter muncher. Yeah. It's one of the earlier continue games too.
Mm-hmm. What blew me away was just the rotary joystick. The fact that you could kind of strafe, you could run in any direction, spin your guy around and shoot in any direction.
Yeah.
That stuff was...
It reminded me a lot of Frontline.
Yeah.
It was like a better Frontline.
Right.
Or a cooler. And what was really cool about IKARI Warriors was it was Rambo.
I was just gonna say it was right when that movie came out, and so it's like they're starting the whole arcade, whatever you want to call it, community was getting flooded with Rambo games.
It was Rambo.
You look at the marquee, and it's a total ripoff. Bare-chested, bulky guys with bandanas and machine guns.
It was totally Rambo.
It was.
And I had a Rambo knife back then.
I did too.
With the compass and like the fishing kit and the handle and all that stuff. So yeah, Rambo was
waterproof matches.
Yes, Rambo was a big part of my life, and to be Rambo was pretty badass. Yeah. And I actually think I finished that game in the arcade.
I don't think I finished the arcade.
I think I did.
I almost finished it. So it came out on the NES, of course.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I remember vividly having a sleepover with my buddy Jim, and we spent hours. I guess there's a code where you can get, I don't know,
unlimited lives or
something like that.
I don't remember, yeah.
And we got to the very end, and you got to be careful because there's places where you can get, as the screen is scrolling, if your buddy's going up or something like that, you can get pinched under an obstacle.
Okay.
And the screen won't scroll back; it only scrolls in one direction. So your buddy would get pinched, and there's nothing to do. You've cleared the enemies on the screen. You're just sitting there in limbo. There's nothing you can do.
It won't advance.
And it's kind of like, you know, when you get your ball stuck in a pinball machine.
Right.
Eventually, the machine will detect it and it'll start, you know, moving things around, trying to get the loose. In this game, if you get stuck after a certain period of time and it senses that there's no enemies getting killed, it'll just start firing missiles down at you.
Right.
Hoping to kill you.
Yeah.
And so we waited for, I don't know how long for that to happen. The missiles finally came, but it was just, we were in a certain spot where we weren't getting hit. And we I mean, like I said, we probably spent 4 or 5 hours playing this game, just getting to the end.
That game wasn't that long, was it?
Well, if you're as bad as we were.
Okay.
And we never got to finish it, so.
Well, this is exciting. I'm going to tell you that I've casually been observing the Ikari Warrior market because I see them for sale from time to time.
Right.
And I'm like, I really did like that game because I did. And this is exciting.
I have high hopes to turn it into like a multi-rotary, you know, be able to.
Oh yeah.
Was it Victory Road? I think was their.
There's like Star Soldier or something.
Right.
Or
and
something.
they came out with Ikari 3, but I don't think it was.
It wasn't
good as the first two.
Okay.
So, and I have Heavy Barrel at home.
Heavy Barrel. There's a bunch of rotary games.
There are.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You could put like a 6-in-1 JAMA board in there. Is the joystick connection standard?
I don't think so. I think it's, I don't know what it is. It's got some funky, I have a pair of rotaries at home.
Right.
It's got some weird kind of thing going on. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with them yet.
So the game was on Craigslist. We haven't seen it yet. We're driving there now.
Right.
I'm excited to see what kind of condition it's in for you.
I've seen pictures. It doesn't look that bad. The whole upper part. I mean, it looks like it's an original. What I wanted was an original dedicated dynamo cut corner cab. That's what I wanted.
Right.
And because that's iconic Ikari to me.
Yes.
So
with the original rotary joysticks, the yellow, like octagon shaped.
Octagon shape, right.
And those joysticks, by the way, usually sell for $100 a pop.
They've been selling for quite a bit on eBay. So I pinged you and asked you, what, you know, is this? The guy wants $200. I'm like, is it worth it? And you replied instantly. You're like, dude, the joysticks alone are $200.
Right.
Like, all right. I guess I'll, you know, jump on it. So.
I mean, you're ahead of the game.
I think so.
It's just, you know, having to go pick it up and bring it back.
Yeah. There may be some issues with the base. We'll take a look at when we get there. The pictures look like it had some swelling or whatever. I asked if there is water damage. She's like, no, but you know, in hindsight, she probably has no clue what I'm talking about. You know,
right?
Guys like us, you can just spot it in the picture.
Exactly.
So we'll see.
All right. Well, let's keep driving. We're almost there, and we'll check out this Ikari Warriors, and then bring it back to Adam's place. Cool. Are we gonna play it?
Sure.
All right, guys. Let's keep driving. All right, guys, we're still driving. We just realized something. Adam, why don't you tell everybody what you forgot?
Rookie mistake. I forgot a dolly.
That's right.
So
Adam,
I'm going to bring my dolly, which is like from the 60s, made of solid tubular steel. And then I remembered, oh, John's got a real nice, you know, like aluminum frame dolly or something. So I asked you last night if I could grab it. You said sure, and I never grabbed it.
No. So we're going to pick up a game, and we have no dolly. This will be a first. This could be bad, actually.
But she says she has a walkout basement.
Right.
And so maybe we could literally just pull up to the door and, you know.
Well, let's hope we get lucky.
I'm optimistic. If not, I mean, there's got to be a Home Depot or Tractor Supply someplace around here. So.
I mean, I'll say this, though. I think the first few games I picked up in my collecting career, I had no dolly.
Oh, right. Are you serious?
Yeah. I didn't start bringing a dolly till later.
Okay.
So maybe we're okay.
I mean, her email said, her response said, bring a friend and a truck.
Okay.
That's it. So.
Well, we did that.
Exactly. So.
All right.
Well,
hopefully we'll get lucky. We're almost there. We're still driving. All right, Adam, there it is.
Cool.
So tell me, what's the story with this?
My uncle
Yeah.
worked for a vending company in the 70s and 80s, pinballs, video games.
Okay, cool.
And as he got older and the technology changed, games that became out of service, he gave to his 2 sisters.
Oh, really?
So my mom, obviously, and we had that in our basement as kids growing up.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's wired as such, so you don't have to.
Free play.
Yeah, free play.
You have to put you have to put quarters in.
Yeah, and it's all, when you look in the back, it's all, old technology.
Sure.
Really old. It's heavy, right? The TV,
Yeah.
TV takes up about 90% of the weight.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's big.
And it's
but,
top heavy because it's up
Yeah.
here.
So how old were you when you got this game?
You played
12,
this
13, 14, and I'm 45, so we're talking 1983, 1984.
That's awesome. So you've had it that long. That's
Well,
so...
it remained in my mother's house when we moved out.
Yeah.
We sold my mother's house, and I couldn't let go of it. We moved it here. Our kids played it for a little while, but
Sure.
hasn't gotten much use at it since. And now it's time to give it to somebody
That's
else
awesome.
for a better home.
I mean, this game's a classic. I grew up playing this. Adam grew up playing IKARI Warriors. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's Rambo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I never see it plugged in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I never made it to the end though. That was the trick.
And by the way, he has a cart, so we're okay, Adam. You got lucky. Because halfway here, we're like, we forgot the cart.
I can hear it.
All right, it's
Only
warming
gonna
up.
Take an hour. All the transistors in the back, but
So this is the company that you're.
um,
You even.
I don't remember. It sounds familiar. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if he just like stole them, or so. There you go.
There you go, Adam.
Go ahead.
Well, it works.
Yeah. Little cap kit action, maybe. Huh?
Yeah, the monitor's a little dim. Could be just an adjustment.
The warmer it gets, the better
Sure.
it'll tune in. But clearly, the kids are upstairs on the Wii's and everything now. So
Yeah, exactly.
this is-
Look at this.
So the joysticks work, Adam?
Yeah.
Rotational?
Yeah. Make sure the buttons all work. Yeah. Let's get a 2-player. Let's see.
It probably does need some good cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
This guy works.
Adam will get it 100%. So Adam, there's some damage on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably from when it's been moved a million times.
Yep.
But it doesn't look like.
Just kind of chewed up on the bottom.
Never been wet.
Right. Okay. That was I was
because,
concerned.
Yeah, because it's particle board. If it was
Exactly.
wet, you're
It
in trouble.
absorbs it
but-
up.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
wow.
No, it's just been
I think it's just 'cause
moving it from one end of a playroom to
Right.
another.
Yeah.
I'm sure this might have been me or my brother's head. Probably mine.
Cool. Yeah, I think. This
Well, what are you gonna do, Adam?
That it's
I
going
think
to
we're gonna take it.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right, cool. So let's get the cart and let's get in the truck.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. All right, we got to the truck. Wasn't too bad. Was it, Adam?
Well, I didn't move it. You did. I came out here and it was already gone.
Actually, the backyard was the way to go. That thing, the cart sailed across the yard.
Physics.
All right, let's load this thing up. All right, guys, thanks. That's it. All right, thanks. Adam, we're driving.
Driving more.
We're driving more. So, how do you feel? You happy?
I am. I'm a little concerned about the base. I think that whole base is going to have to be worked on. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's not like an Atari cab where the side art is one sheet of whatever decal or whatever. It's painted black. So if I have to redo the whole base and then just paint the thing black, I don't
Right.
think you'll see it. So
It's actually like a vinyl over particle board, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's melamine is what the kids are calling
no,
it.
it's not melamine. Melamine's like a laminate, isn't it? I thought melamine.
Melamine is particle board with some kind of like a laminate on it.
Okay.
No, because there's black vinyl on there, I believe. And you could see it kind of lifting
Peeling
up
on the
and
bottom.
peeling up on the bottom.
Yeah.
You could re-vinyl that whole thing.
Yeah. Well, if the base gets fixed, right? I mean,
Yeah.
priority. fix that. In the corners, I think. Yeah.
I have a roll of vinyl in the garage you can have.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
I used it for the iRobot on the side of the head, and it was just like putting a sticker on. That's it. You know.
One big sticker.
Yep, that's it. So, all right, we're gonna keep driving. We're gonna bring this in your basement.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about putting it, in the game room right now. I think I'm gonna take some advice from you and fix it in the basement, and then move it to the game room when it's done.
Yeah.
It keeps the game room becoming a mess, and so we'll just dump it in the basement and we'll leave it there for now.
All right. We have to play a game,
Okay.
Maybe we could dial in the monitor too and
Sure.
check out the inside. So, all right. So let's keep on driving. We made it. It's here.
What do you think about this base?
I don't know, man. It's not looking too hot.
It's pretty
Wow, dude. Holy cow.
But I mean,
it's really blown out. Look at this.
Look at this. So I don't think it was water though, because this looks beautiful. But
Yeah.
over here, I don't know.
I think they were just dragging this thing everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how thick that is.
Yeah, I know. So I think if I was to somehow save the rest of it, I would probably have to start here.
Yeah.
Redo the whole bottom. And
Yep.
It's like, is it worth it, or should I just cut whole new panels and do a new cab? I don't know. We'll see.
Or do you just throw it in your game room
Forget about it. Right?
and put another game next to it?
Right. Yeah, I may do that.
Oh, wow.
It'll be in the middle of a game sandwich.
So we should pull it out. Let's see what's going on in there because we don't know what's going on in there.
No, we didn't open it up.
We didn't open it.
I don't know if they ever opened it.
Yeah, there could be some surprises. All right, let's pull it out. All right, we got the game in the garage here, plugged it in, and it still works, Adam.
That's good. Good sign.
This game is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We should open it up, though, and see what's going on, because we did not open it up at the people's house.
Right. I mean, if it hadn't been working, then I probably would have, just to see, is it missing a PCB?
Right.
Is there like the neck board gone?
Exactly.
Negotiate the price, but once it was working, it was like, all right, let's get it out of here.
I will say this, though, not opening it up is a little risky, though, because you don't know if the monitor is secure.
Yeah.
You don't know what's loose in there.
Secure.
Right. But we didn't open it, so let's open it now. And I noticed the key for the back door, I hope, is right there. Hopefully that's and what is so cool about this game are these joysticks.
Yeah.
These are very proprietary and
Yeah.
unique to this game.
They do have like the round tops, like you're saying, but these are the original.
Those are the right ones.
Yeah.
Right. And so these are like 8-way joysticks where you move the character on the screen,
Right.
but you rotate this to aim.
Yes.
To aim his gun. And you can see you have full 360-degree movement. I think it like clicks every 15 degrees or something, or
Something like
click. It's like an 8 clicks.
Yeah.
And that was pretty magical. I mean, it was kind of like Frontline, because Frontline had the little hockey puck that you spun.
I don't know if I've ever played Frontline.
Oh,
I've
really?
seen it many times,
Okay.
but I haven't played it yet.
Because I remember when I was a kid, when this came out, it reminded me of Frontline,
Okay.
but better.
Yep.
Because Frontline was a little...
Same Rambo genre though, or?
Well, yeah, Frontline was a military dude, like World War II guy,
Okay.
running up the front line, right? But it had a similar scheme where you would rotate this thing for his aim.
Right.
But with Frontline, you had to push it down to fire.
Oh, okay.
And it was clumsy.
Yeah.
This is way better because you move the guy like this, you aim with that, but then you fire and grenade on with separate buttons. So, all right. Anyway, let's open it up, Adam. It is nice that it's a dedicated, because this was a game that was a lot of times in a conversion cabinet.
All right, so this is the key.
And it says Trade West, but this game's made by SNK, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, so we got
Okay, we've
schematics, hopefully.
got all kinds of weirdness in here.
Mouse remnants.
Oh,
So,
great.
Service instructions.
All right, so you got the manual.
Yeah.
Here's the PCB. Switching power supply.
This doesn't look original though, which is interesting. Well, I mean, it's a dynamo, right? So did they?
Right.
You could put anything in a dynamo cab.
Yeah, who knows? So the monitor, this is a 4900, which is good. Nice, easy monitor to work on. Can't tell if it's all original or capped. I'm just kind of looking at it.
Yeah.
So you think maybe they replaced the power supply. Maybe the power supply died.
That's true.
That's probably what happened, Adam.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean,
I think it's pretty safe to assume that this was. Uh-oh, Adam, you got problems, dude. Adam, I don't think you want this game. 666? Adam, you brought the devil home. What? Oh no! This is horrible.
what are the odds, huh? Of all guys, I would get the.
It's the number of the beast.
I know. Should I worry about that?
I don't know. You know what? Personally,
See this.
Personally, I wouldn't let 666 in my house. I don't know.
You want this? I'll sell it to you cheap.
Adam, you need. I don't know, man. Some spooky stuff here. So let's take a look at the PCB. I'm just looking like for any kind of. Yeah, there it is, SNK. So made in Japan, SNK. So it does say, like, if you look at the artwork, it says Trade West, Trade West, Trade West.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an SNK game.
Okay.
And I think Trade West was the company in the U.S. that was distributing it.
Okay.
And it was actually made by SNK in Japan. Yeah, if you look here, manufactured by TradeFest under license from SNK.
I think what SNK made or licensed the NES version, right? Did it actually say like NES for SNK?
I think it did actually. I can picture it.
Yeah.
And of course, SNK made the Neo Geo and all that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, not bad.
No, I think it's the thing is though. Yeah, it's beat up. You almost could get away with this in your game room.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I would definitely get the monitor looking good. Mm-hmm. Do you want to kind of demonstrate the game a little bit? Maybe we can adjust the monitor.
Sure.
Should we turn the fly back up a little bit? Did you see that tank had a swastika on it? I don't remember that.
Which one's the focus and which? Oh, this one's the focus. What do you want me to adjust the focus?
I would turn the fly back up a little bit.
That's the lower one here, right?
Yeah, turn it down. Down. Yeah, this monitor, I don't know. I would do a cap kit and probably a rejuve on it, you know? If you turn it up too much, you start seeing the lines. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is like a black level pot right here.
Right.
And then we might be able to boost these a little bit to get a brighter picture. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of dim.
Yeah. It seems to be missing. There's a lot of red there.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
There's a ton of red.
Yeah, there is a ton of red. Should we turn down the red?
Red is what?
So
This guy?
this one is red drive right there. Does it look better already?
We're doing too much.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's a little better. What is this? Yeah. I turned the drive way down. This actually pops when I turn the drive way down. If I turn it up, this saturates with kind of like a reddish hue.
Right, and there's another red pot, you know, that so
Oh, right, okay.
there's if you look here, that's red drive, and over here is red cutoff, which is the top one right there.
All right.
I think if you spend a little bit of time, you can make this monitor pop.
It really floods it with red.
There, it's already popping more.
Yeah, so it's just getting all tuned up.
It's kind of bright in here too, so there's a lot of glare.
I don't see any green.
You don't? All right, turn the lights off so we can kind of better see. It's already looking kind of better.
Yeah, it is looking a little better. Let's wait till it gets to a scene where... I don't know.
It's weird, the text looks...
that might be a graphical issue.
Is it?
I think so. That to me looks like a graphical issue. Yeah, that's a character issue.
Oh, you think so? You think the board has issues?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is that not the font where it looks like it's blown up, or no? Yeah, that you can't even read that.
Read your score.
Yeah, the tank is so badass. I remember playing this, and when you get the tank, it's so satisfying.
Can you get into? I'm trying to remember now. Can you do helicopters and all that stuff too?
I don't know. I was wondering that too because I remember helicopters being a big part of this at the end. I mean, I totally finished this game in the arcade. I'm pretty confident I did because I remember a friend of mine we said we're gonna do it, you know, and I don't remember. I think it was at Caesarland, which was like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
And we sat there, and I'm pretty confident we finished the game, unless I'm remembering the NES version.
Right.
You know. But I remember like committing myself one day to this game in the arcade and saying we're gonna do it.
Yep.
And it's one of my earliest co-op memories. You know, it's so cool playing together with somebody.
Yeah.
So you want to at least play it? Let's. All right, we got it on the tripod. So Adam, why don't we try playing a little co-op here?
All right.
And I'll try to get it in a good position. But I mean, let's review the controls really quick. Again, we have this 8-way rotary joystick that allows us to aim.
Right.
So it moves the character and also aims his gun. Mm-hmm. And then each character has a grenade and a machine gun button. And it's funny how they gave you like, I guess that makes sense, right? Because there's 4 buttons for each player.
Some people like
right.
And I think Heavy Barrel is the same style.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of the rotaries are like that. They put everything in the middle and they kind of set it up so that depending on how you are.
But that joystick is really what's special about this game. And another one of these games where, you know, playing this in MAME isn't so easy, you know?
Exactly. You can, yeah.
Right.
You could.
All right, so we're going to coin up. All right, so let's start.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I remember this so much. I know. Where's the volume? It's on the board, right?
Is it? Maybe. You see it?
It's got to be. Yeah, here.
Oh, there you go. I'm just kind of keeping you alive here.
Yeah. All right. So we're moving with this. Oh, yeah. This game was so awesome, dude. Oh, man, I died.
The best is when you kill those red guys and you get little power-ups or something.
Well, there's pals right here. So I'm going to toss a grenade.
Power up.
Oh, tank.
Grab it.
Yeah. How do I...
Oh!
Oh!
You went in and it blew up.
Yeah, dude, this game is elite.
Something about it.
There's something... It's the Rambo thing.
Yeah.
It's Rambo. That's what makes this game so great.
It's a good thing that I got this game now, because it seems that every time you put out a video on a game, the price goes up. There we go.
There we go.
Now I have like long range bullets, I believe.
Oh, wait, did you see that? There's a mine right there. That's cool. Gas for our tank that we don't have.
Power-ups. Yeah, so now I got what do I have?
There's a red guy.
Now I have like a machine gun, I can just hold on to it. You can sit hold on to it. Your bullets are all red.
Ah. Oh, don't you blow up that face? Oh, jeez.
Okay, here we go. Here's the tank. Let me see if I can grab it. Oh, there's too many mines over there. Oh, let me clear the way.
This game's tough, man.
Yeah, it is. You done? Got that tank?
Trying.
Get over there. There you go.
Enemy tanks. It's funny how
Oh, you swats gun. There's a swats gun.
I know the enemy tanks have they're Nazis apparently. I didn't know the Nazis were in Vietnam. Isn't that weird? So we're at the base, aren't we?
We're getting close. Yeah, just like a little mini end of each level, right?
Yeah, there's like little boss battles.
You gotta use a grenade. You gotta get these guys again. This tank is killing us.
We got it. But what's this thing here?
It's like a little mini base, like halfway point or something. Oh yeah, you can go in the water.
Oh yeah.
That's the music.
So you can get killed by the splash damage. And by the way, we don't have unlimited ammo.
Oh, we don't?
No, I see it
you're
counting
right.
down.
That's weird. Are you stuck there?
No, I'm dead. So we have floating mines?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, we're at the end of the first level here.
Oh, you're right. I'm out of ammo. Holy cow.
No, we're not.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Get up.
I wonder if the dips, if the game, I wonder if the diff switch settings on like hard. Doesn't it seem harder?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Game over.
I didn't start the time. Sorry.
Well, you guys get the idea. I mean, that's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
And that was a big part of my childhood. You know, this game was huge.
Yeah.
It was elite. And I have to tell you, Adam, you know, I've been casually looking for one of these too. Really? Like, well, I see them pop up, and I'm like, should I? Oh, here's a self-test.
So you're gonna help me restore it?
No. Yeah, sure. What do we need to do?
Take a foot off the bottom of the cab and rebuild it.
Well, I don't think the bottom will be that bad. As long as you do some kind of vinyl or something back over it.
The whole upper part is fine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks great. It's just the bottom there.
Yeah, I don't think the base was replaced.
You don't think so?
I think that's original. Doesn't it look original?
Yeah, well, from the inside it does.
Yeah.
Down below it looked like it was replaced, but maybe you're right.
So yeah, that's Ikari Warriors by SNK. Adam, congrats.
Thanks, man.
You got yourself a project. It's not that bad though.
So, we'll see. It's got a little graphical. That I'm not worried about, obviously.
That could be voltages. It could be a chip you need to reseat.
Exactly, yeah. Because there's character ROMs. There's ROMs that hold that are reserved just for characters.
Yeah.
Character data, and then the sprite data is on the other ROMs. So
Right.
yeah, it could be just reseating a few ROMs.
Yep, exactly.
So
And by the way,
it's
what's going on in the garage here? What is that, like a 4-player Turtles or
So
something?
this is a, what do they call it? Silver Strike Bowling, right? So there's the control.
Oh, that is?
Yeah, is it Silver Strike Bowling or is it one of the other ones? It is World Class Bowling.
Nah, that used to be something else though. That's not the right cabinet.
No, in the back there was Imagination Technologies or something like that.
I think this was a Turtles or something.
Technos American. Oh yeah, it's Technos. No, you don't think so?
I think this was a Turtles.
I don't know. It's a beautiful shape.
Huh?
This I got for free. Some guy in town.
I think that this used to be some kind of Konami cabinet. I do. Well, look right here.
Technos in the back.
Hey, look, it used to be a 4-player cabinet.
Yeah, it used to be something.
Yep. Yeah, this used to be some kind of a Simpsons or a Turtles. You should convert it to a Simpsons or a Turtles.
This is my main. This is my main building.
Oh, it's gonna be a main cabinet?
And the other one, Ruby main. And
Yeah.
and all that. That's what this will be.
Okay, gotcha.
4-player hyperspin.
Right.
This will probably go in the living room because it's probably the best of the cabs that I have.
Yeah, it's actually in good shape, right?
It's in really good shape.
And then you got a pole position cockpit, which you've had since I've known you out here.
That I got because it was $100 on Craigslist and it came with a working board.
Right.
That was when I started the project. So that was why I grabbed
And then a Defender, which...
Defender is converted to an Altered Beast that I want
Oh, really?
to turn into a multi-Williams at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then is this like a little cocktail pinball, like a Roy Clark?
Yeah, this is an Allied Leisure.
What's the theme on it?
It's is it bowling? No, it's cards.
Oh, it's cards?
Cards and spades or something like that.
These things pop up all the time on Craigslist, and they make a Roy Clark one.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, well, that's the one I always seem to see online.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get that going? It's solid state?
Yeah, it works.
It does work?
Yeah, it just needs to be cleaned up and everything. Put new rubbers on it.
No kidding. What, did you?
$100. Somebody called me up, a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
So I have a guy who's just strictly into pins. He has no interest in, I'm sorry, not pins, jukeboxes.
Okay.
He's not into pinball machines or arcade games.
Yeah.
When I come across a juke, I send it his way. When he comes across an arcade
I
game,
see.
He always sends it my way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to see the pole position in your arcade.
It's coming.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Because that thing's been out here since I've met you.
Yeah, it's pole position 2. It's got the pole position 2 side art.
Yeah.
You can see the pole position 1 kind of creeping out underneath there.
Right.
A little bit. But that was converted to through pole position 2. You can see it in the back.
Right, I can.
And
Well, were they all conversions of the 2s or no?
There's
Did they come from the factory in a 2? Do you know?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it was a kit.
Yeah, kit with the side art and the
Right.
ROMs.
Yep.
And you would just overlay, the artwork with pole position.
Yep.
So yeah, Another project, right?
Yes. So, all right, guys, I think we should go back to the basement. Adam, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for helping me.
Yeah,
buddy.
no problem. You've helped me many times. It's the least I can do.
Cool.
And hey, for $200, I think you did okay.
Thanks.
I
I'm
mean,
a little worried. I mean, with the bass and the graphics.
it's just a kind of an iconic game to me.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it. It's nice having all the artwork and the bezel.
Yeah.
The bezel's in good shape. The control panel's passable.
Yeah.
You know, the side art's a little torn.
Yeah. Well, you can get repro, right?
Yeah. But, all right, guys, let's go down and back to the basement. Bye, Adam.
Bye, buddy.
Bye. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the IKARI Warriors Craigslist pickup. What'd you guys think, huh? Awesome game, right? I mean, I played that game a lot when I was younger. Did you? I mean, that was something I really remember in the arcades and also at home on the NES. That was a pretty elite game back in the day. So, Adam, congrats on the pickup, and I'm sorry that you got Satan's IKARI Warriors. You know, I was really laughing when we discovered that. Because if you guys know Adam like I know him, it was funny. So, anyway, there you have it. Be sure to check out Adam's channel at onecircuit.com. Actually, his website is onecircuit.com. His YouTube channel is called One Circuit. YouTube.com/OneCircuit. Okay, so why don't we do some viewer mail? If you guys want to participate in the viewer mail segment, you need to email them to me at blkdog7@gmail.com. That's blackdog7@gmail.com. In the subject line, you have to put viewer mail. If you don't, I will not find them. Okay, so let's read the first one. Actually, the first one here is not a viewer mail. It was actually someone tweeted me on the Twitter. And by the way, my Twitter is also blkdog7, blackdog7. But he tweeted me, and I thought I should read this because I realize that I take some things for granted when we're talking about stuff down here. This is from Matt, and he says, dude, what is Greg's List? Or Craigslist? Or Claw? Or Glaw? You mentioned you get stuff from, in your videos, a UK viewer, Matt. So he wants to know what Greg's List or Craigslist is, and also what Claw or Glaw is. Okay, so first things first. So when I say the word clove, okay, which might sound like claw or glaw, this might not mean anything to you, okay? So what I'm talking about is the website called Clove, K-L-O-V, which stands for the Killer List of Video Games, okay? It's Clove, and it is a U.S. Arcade forum. It's very active. The marketplace there, the for sale and the wanted section is very active. It's a great place to buy games from other collectors, okay? Now, again, since you're in the UK, you know, there's not a lot of stuff on that site for sale from guys in the UK. However, a lot of the UK and European dudes go on there and kind of buy the stuff and ship it to Europe. And I know that because I've sold a couple of those games. So it's a great website, and what's good about it, though, is you're buying the games from other collectors, okay? So the pricing is usually in line, okay? Again, that website is klov.com. It's also called the Arcade Museum, but just type in klov.com. Again, it stands for Killer List of Video Games. Join the forum. It is a very active site, a wonderful resource to buy stuff, okay? And then the other place I talk about buying games is Craigslist, okay? Not Greg, not Craigslist, Craig, which is C-R-A-I-G-S list.org, okay? It's Craigslist.org. And I thought I'd do something kind of fun right now, maybe, and maybe even a new segment called What's on Craigslist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the computer. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And I thought I would share with you guys my Craigslist search terms and also show you guys in the UK or Europe that aren't familiar with the website what Craigslist really is. And you know what? It turns out there actually is a Craigslist in the UK and in Europe and the Netherlands and all that. So anyway, let's go to the computer and we'll do some searching on Craigslist. I'll show you guys my terms and we'll see if there's any good deals on Craigslist in Kansas City, Missouri right now. So, all right, let's go to the computer. All right, guys, I'm going to show you what Craigslist is if you don't know. So here it is. It's just Craigslist.org, and it is a classified website, and it's where a lot of people find games. And what's great about Craigslist is it's not an auction site. So you usually have people just listing stuff for sale, okay? And right here we have the Kansas City, Missouri Craigslist up, and it's, you can go to any city or state or town. It's in the U.S., it's in Canada. There's even a Craigslist worldwide down here. I'm not sure what that does exactly. Actually, what does that do? Yeah, there's a European Craigslist. So if I come in here, search Craigslist, I can just type in arcade. Okay, let's see what kind of comes up here. Actually, quite a bit in Kansas City, Missouri. So right here we have some kind of crappy LCD, looks like a scratch-built cocktail for $1,200. Not a good deal. Here's something $450 for a Street Fighter. Not sure what's going on with this thing. That's not a bad little project. Dynamo-type cabinet. No LCD or electronic issues. $450. That's a fun little project right there. Let's see what else we have here. We have refurbished Miss Pac-Man. Not sure what's going on here. This is a Super Pac-Man with the Namco Reunion kick plate art, which is half Pac-Man and half Galaga. That's weird. But you can tell by the profile here, this used to be a Super Pac-Man. And look at this guy's got all these monitors in the background here. So this would be a guy that maybe you contact and say, hey, I could use a monitor. You selling anything? You selling any of those? So he's got a Golden Tee in the background too. But anyway, so he's got a 60-in-1 board here, an LCD. Not a great deal for $850. Here's a scratch-built machine. That's not too bad for $450. Multicade, lots of multicades. Oh, what's this? Oh, man, that was originally a Scramble or maybe even a Berserk. Probably not a Berserk with the stern. Maybe Super Cobra with the red and black. Mega Touch. So that's like your basic arcade search, okay? But what happens when you do the arcade search that I've found is that you miss some stuff. It doesn't pick up everything. This is a nice looking Defender, by the way. Not sure, there's no cost here. So anyway, if you just put arcade in here, it catches most of the stuff, but sometimes it misses stuff. So if you go to my website, John's Arcade, and go to the general arcade and video game discussion, I've been working on what I think is the ultimate search term. And I have two here, one for pins and vids and one for video games only. So let's try the video game only search term. And I'm curious to see if we get different results here. Let's see if it picks up something different using my... And there you go. We just picked up a Neo Geo. That was not in my original search of just putting arcade in there, which is interesting. Not sure what this is, though. Neo Wave. Let's see. That Neo Geo did not pop up before, I don't think. Chase HQ. Because sometimes people list games and they don't actually use the word arcade. So it looks like, oh, look at this. I didn't see that before, that gun game. Let's go down here. Not seeing anything spectacular that we missed, but seems to be showing some different stuff here. Ooh, look at this. 2 original Space Wars games. Boy, those are kind of cool, huh? It's a very early game. Black and white. $600. Ooh, that side art. What is that? I don't think that's original, is it? Huh. Those are kind of neat. Big hulking cabinets. I know we saw one of those at Xyla's. Here's a working Galaga for $600. Ooh, look at this. Oh, no, that's a wanted to buy. That's a kind of a rare in-play choice 10. Here's an Atari Football overpriced for $1,100. Extreme Hunting used to be something else. A Shinobi for $250. Asteroids for $650. Turtles, Multicade. Here's a Donkey Kong Jr. for $5. Man, if you could talk this guy down to $350 or $4, that looks like a great Donkey Kong Jr. That'd be a good little project right there. Cabinet needs a cap kit, but still plays. Blah, blah, blah. Not too bad. So anyway, that's my video game search. I also have one that picks up pinballs and videos. And let's try that one out. So nothing new here really so far. Not a lot of pinballs. Again, we're still searching in Kansas City, just changing our search term a little bit. That Dig Dug, I don't remember that showing up before. Oh, here's a antique pinball coffee table and end table. Oh my God. Look at that poker machine in the background. Those poor pinball machines. So yeah, I mean, basically, oh, here's a pinball Star Wars Data East for $39. That pinball has shot up lately just because of the Star Wars theme. I don't think it's really a great game. So yeah, this is what Craigslist is, and you know, I search on this every day. You know, right now we just pick Kansas City, just why not? And you know, I usually expand my search. I search multiple states, multiple areas. You know, I usually go 100-mile radius from where I live, really searching most of New England. But, you know, I check this all the time, and this is where I think the deals are. eBay is tough. Every now and then you'll get lucky, but Craigslist is where it's at. So there you go. That is what Craigslist is. It's a U.S. site. But, hey, you know, it says here worldwide. So, what, you're in the U.K.? Let's see, Europe, United Kingdom? Should we try searching the London one? Let's type in arcade. Did you guys call them arcade or something else, or retro? Oh, look at that. Rolling. That's pretty cool. Let's type in, just ARCADE. Let's try that again. Nothing. Let's try retro. You guys call them something else, right? Not exactly arcade game. So there is a Craigslist in the UK, so you could definitely try it. Wow, look at these. Holy cow, that's cool. All those pedals with the flight case. I don't know what else. What do you guys call them? Video game? Let's see what comes up. Retro game? Oh, look at this whitewater for 1,500 pounds. Wow, that's pretty sharp. There you go. There's a whitewater for sale. That's actually not a bad deal, I think. I don't know how, 1,500 pounds. That pinball's probably going for $4,000 in the U.S. That looks like a very nice whitewater right there. So yes, you have Craigslist in the UK and Europe. Maybe you guys need to start using it. It's london.craigslist.co.uk. So, yes, that is Craigslist. You know, maybe some other day we'll do a video just devoted to searching Craigslist. Would that be fun? So, all right, guys, let's go back to the table here and finish up. All right, there you have it. That's Craigslist. So, did you guys like that? I think that could be a fun little midweek segment from time to time to do like a What's on Craigslist kind of segment. So, let me know what you guys think of that idea, because it's fun to actually search and talk about stuff as you see it. So, we could probably do that from time to time. So yes, Matt, that is what Craigslist is, and that is also now, you know, what Clove is, clove.com. So, maybe we need to create like a little a Cliff Notes or something for John's Arcade. So, okay, so, all right, the next one here I want to read is from John Manta, tap her. Hey, John, why do many people in our hobby spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on games but don't finish their basement? It's kind of backwards. Why don't people in our hobby finish the basement first, then slowly, as budgets allow, build their collection? Greg in Chicago did it right. Greg at Arcade Impossible, in my opinion, did not. He's ready to drop $5,000 on a Robotron, bought 3 arcades from Greg in Chicago, but his basement is unfinished. He can surely afford to finish his basement, but he doesn't. Your 2 cents is much appreciated. Big fan, and keep up the great work. Thanks, John. Tap her, Manta. Well, John, I guess I'm guilty of this because my basement's unfinished. So, but you know what? Here's the deal. You don't know what's going to happen. I never set out to really do this to this scale initially. It's just like, oh, we'll throw some games down here. Actually, the first thing I did was, and of course, I'm speaking for myself here. I had an unfinished basement that was leaky. Okay, it was leaking water all the time. I had standing water down here. Okay, and it was nothing more than a storage area and a band practice space. And when the band wasn't practicing, I had everything up on pallets. You know, the drum sets and the guitar amps and stuff. So if there was water down here, nothing would get ruined. And then I eventually invested in a sump pump and a French drain to kind of stop the basement from leaking. But really, after that French drain happened, I didn't know if this basement was good. I didn't know if I really stopped the leaking, okay? So at that point in time, there was no way I was going to finish this basement because it hadn't proved itself yet, okay? So what I did was, I think for a couple months or something, I kind of saw how the French drain worked, and I thought it was pretty good. So I threw down some carpeting. I just went to Home Depot and I did it myself. You know, I just came down here and just rolled some 12-foot wide carpeting across the basement directly on the concrete. And then I started moving games down here from the garage. Now, initially, I didn't have a ton of games, maybe, I don't know, 10 or so. And I just really kept an eye on the basement. And so at that point in time, you know, it was just my little unfinished basement arcade with carpeting. And then as time went on, more and more games came down here. And it got to the point now where I can't finish this basement. And how? So I'm stuck. But the thing is, I like it down here. I think it's kind of cozy and fun. You know, I put all kinds of stuff on the walls. So anyway, to answer your question, I think it's impossible to know where the hobby's going to take you right off the bat. I guess if you have a vision right away that you want this, then maybe it would make sense to finish the basement first before bringing the games down. But at the time, I had no idea it was going to evolve into this. I just had a handful of games, and I brought them down here, and that was it. And then I just started filling the basement, and at some point, it became the point of no return, and that's where we are right now. But I don't regret it. I mean, I really don't. I find it quite cozy down here. I have all my decorations on the wall. I mean, yeah, the rafters on the ceiling, you could see those, but the walls themselves, they're fine. And I have carpeting down, so I'm quite happy with it. And just so you know, that Robotron prototype that Greg bought was not $5,000. It was less. It was like half that. So John, I hope that answers you. So if you have the vision from the very, very beginning, and you know you're going to go down the road of having 30, 40 games in a home basement arcade, then yeah, I guess you could finish it if that's what you want to go for. All right, the next one here is from Timothy. Hey, John, a question for you. Can you please go over again the concept of point pressing? You talk of it quite often when you play Donkey Kong. However, I had no idea that you could do it in other games like Journey, etc. Thanks again and keep up the great work. Your videos are always the highlight of my week, Tim. Okay, so point pressing, what is it? So point pressing is basically kind of lingering on a level and not finishing it, okay? You're basically just trying to harvest as many points as you can before you exit the level, okay? And on some games, you could do it indefinitely, you know, games that don't have a timer, okay? Like Jump Bug, for instance, is a game that you could point press, and it's actually illegal because you could do it infinitely on the cavern level, and in Twin Galaxies it says you cannot linger in there forever because you could just sit there and harvest points forever, okay? But on Donkey Kong and Journey, on a couple levels, if you linger, you can point press and get some extra points before you actually leave the level. So I can kind of demonstrate for you on Journey one place where you can point press, okay? Okay, let me demonstrate some point pressing here on Journey, and you could do it on the Neil Schoen level, okay? So Neil has to get his guitar and get out, okay? Now you could just get out really fast, or you can hang out for a while and shoot the Beatles, and that is point pressing, okay? So I can, instead of just exiting right away, I can try to harvest as many points as I can before the timer runs out. And there is a timer on this level. It's actually Neil's fuel, okay? And you'll get a warning that tells you you only have so much fuel and you got to get out, okay? And I usually point press right here. And you could just hang out here and just kill these Beatles. And you can see I'm getting 200 points for every one of those, okay? And so if I were to just exit the level right away, I'd be missing out on all these points. And so you want to point press if you want to get a high score on this game. And you can do this again until the fuel warning happens. See, it says low on fuel on the bottom. So I better exit now before I run out. Okay, so it said low on fuel. So that's point pressing. And then there's, I'm trying to think of other games you could do that in. Like on Cubert, you can point press because you can clear the level right away, or you can be certain that you get, you use these little platforms to kill, the bad guys, the coily guy, the spring. What's his name? Coily, yeah. So when Cubert's on that little disc, coily falls off and you get a little bonus. So point pressing basically means lingering and hanging out on the level to get as many points as you can before the game basically yells at you or kills you. And you can do that in a bunch of games. And of course, Donkey Kong's probably the most famous because you can point press on the rivet level by his foot, which I've demonstrated before on my John's Quest for videos. So anyway, Tim, I hope that answers your question as to what point pressing is. It is definitely a part of arcade gaming for sure. And you know what? Initially, I didn't know that you could point press in Journey. I kind of just figured that out as I was playing. I'm like, well, hey, wait a second here. I can just hang out on the Neil Schoen level and get all these beetles, and they're 200 points apiece. So point pressing is a great way to get a high score. So anyway, all right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I do have to tell you guys, I'm having that little raffle for the John's Arcade prize package. You guys have until February 5th to enter that. Go to johnsarcade.com. I'm gonna choose 3 winners, okay? And each winner is going to get a John's Arcade t-shirt, a signed The Kill Screen CD, and also some Ian Kellogg parts kits. These are John's Arcade branded parts kits. I'll send everyone at least one of these. I'll just pick a random one unless you have a request, but they're 4600, 20 EZ, 7000, 4900, etc. And of course, if you guys don't win, you can purchase these John's Arcade branded parts kits at iankellogg.com using coupon code John's Arcade. You'll get 10% off until about the middle of February. And by the way, these are truly the highest quality kits possible, okay? Ian really does a bang-up job here, and these are kind of like little early prototypes, but his bags are a little nicer now. But what he does is he labels every single cap. So you can see here C161, C162. So what you do is you pull this out, and then every cap is labeled, and you just pull them out as you need them and solder them in the board. And all of his parts are really super high quality. I think they're all rated for 10,000 hours, which is basically the rest of your life. And of course, they're priced competitively. Everyone keeps asking me how many Buffets they are. They are a fraction of a Buffet. So go to iankellogg.com and use coupon code John's Arcade to get 10% off. And he has far more than cap kits. He's got all kinds of rebuild kits for power supplies and pole position, get well kits and Big Blue, stuff like that. He's got a lot of stuff on there. iankellogg.com. Coupon code John's Arcade for 10% off until about February 15th, 2016. And of course, enter the John's Arcade Care Package giveaway at johnsarcade.com until February 5th. So anyway. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video has to be Computer Space. Well, unless I do a midweek video, which could be Donkey Kong high score save. We have to do that video too. So, but this thing came up with Adam to do the on the road video, which I thought was fun. So hopefully that IKARI Warriors hasn't murdered Adam in his sleep. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you very soon. Listen to my podcast, Video Game Outsiders, at videogameoutsiders.com and Arcade Outsiders at arcadeoutsiders.com, and watch my other YouTube channel called John Sucks at Video Games. I just did some streaming of the Division beta, which I have been completely addicted to this weekend. So anyway, all right, that's it. I'll see you guys very soon. Later, and bye.